Day 2, guys. What you guys doing?
Morning.
What's up? What's up?
Morning. Hello.
So, what are we planning for day 2?
Testing some cat.
So we're gonna test the Cat 1800.
Yeah.
Wow. How many cats do we have?
The concerns are pretty similar. So,
Similar?
Yeah.
So it'll be like water leak issues.
Yeah, and power button, right? So the incidence is much lower with cat, but we tend to have similar concerns anyway. So it's probably going to be a repeat of what we saw yesterday.
Yeah.
We'll see most of the water leak concerns to do with the hose,
Yeah.
but we might have a few crack pumps. Pressure washer itself, it says to use only 50 millimeter. That way, when the customer plugs it in, he knows as opposed to
So
seeing
don't
it off
forget,
the
guys.
listing on Amazon.
Use a 15 millimeter hose, not a 14 one. Otherwise, your unit's gonna leak like crazy. So, how many units we have for Cat 1800?
What about
70?
70?
70.
Yeah, that is what 70 returns into.
Okay. Cool. Hey Ming, so what do we find here? Or what are we testing here? Which unit is
this
this?
Caterpillar 1800.
So this is the Caterpillar 1800.
Yeah, so I'm holding here. That's true.
Okay.
Holding. And we have verified it's leaking water from the pump. When I opened the pump, we found the plastic bracket is crack. Is here. For that one, I believe is assembly problem.
This is more the assembly issue problem.
Yeah, it's not aligned wheel. You can see this edge is damaged after assembly. So after
It's almost as if it's crushed, right?
Yeah.
So,
after period of the running, it's
so what action can we take from here to make this better? Of course.
we need to still verify more return unit to see that kind of things happen very often or not. If really happen often, we need to replace the material of the plastic material. Maybe we change it to aluminum or the brass.
The brass, but which would be more preferred? Brass.
The brass.
Okay.
Brass more has a high.
And what's the price difference between the two?
For the
Roughly, like
the
let's say.
brass, the one piece around the 70 cents. For that one is 20 cents. It's almost 3 times the cost.
3 times the cost.
Yeah, difference.
So there's 3 times the cost of the
Yeah.
brass compared to the plastic one. So,
Yeah.
but Ming's doing
I need
this thing. He's just analyzing
I need
what is broken and what's not, and then he's actually gonna send. You're gonna be sending it to the factory, right?
Yeah. Actually, it's yesterday report. I already sent it to the factory.
Okay, so the reports that we did yesterday from the day 1 video, we've already sent those to the factory. So, wow, that's very fast. So again, you said it was 3 months, right?
Yes.
If we were to send this to China and inspect it and do all these testings in China, then it would have taken 3 more months instead of an instant results. So Ming's gonna show us the ramp on the switch, right?
Yes. Did you say that's called the ramp?
So this is the ramp.
Yeah, it's the pressure puts the piston forward and backward. So if the go forward
It's
heard
gonna
the
cut
sound.
off.
Yeah, it's cut off.
Okay. And this toggles it right here. Oh.
Yeah, that's the
So-
means that's
So you mentioned yesterday that most of the pressure washers out there
Electric pressure
use this exact same thing.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly design.
Exact design, exact
Push the
parts.
mega switch on
Okay.
and off. 15 amp, I think.
15 ampere.
Yeah.
So he was saying that there was no space in here.
No.
I mean, if you really look at this, you know, you don't really need a whole bunch of space for talking about it. I mean, it's just a trigger to stop it, right?
I believe the customers means the ramp is here, right?
Okay.
And the ramps move forward, and when the peak pressure, the push the ramp forward and activate the mega switch, the brake, the circle, the machine is stopped. When the pressure go down, the very low pressure, that switch that go back again, the machine can move forward. And when the working pressure is higher than peak pressure, that's why we'll, during the normal operation, we'll push the switch, the stop machine. If stop machine, press the trigger all the way, the pressure will go down, let's go back. Then the cycling on and off, that is why. Everything is inside that design is very important. It's very difficult to make the very good quality. And yeah, this is paying for all of the electrical pressure washer.
This is one of the
that's key.
pain points to
Yes.
to all the pressure washers out there.
Yeah.
Is more in the inside part of this
Yeah.
thing, right?
Yeah, the struggling for those parts.
If anything, this is supposed to have no. This is supposed to give pressure going this way, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
To trigger this.
Trigger, yeah.
Yeah. So it's impossible to have pressure going this way because
We have the spring built inside. If the pressure is low, it's go back.
so
The original
yeah. So it goes back to the original.
push by the spring.
Yeah, original position. But even then, like there's no way for pressure to go this way because this thing is gonna stop it anyways.
Yes.
Right. So if you look at it here, right, there's no way to create that pressure going back that way. Only pressure that's created is going this way, just to trigger that. Just to trigger this, and then this shuts off the unit.
Which is the total stop system, right?
Yeah.
What is most likely to fail? This, or this?
Again, it's more in the
That's why
inside.
it's
Most likely to fail.
the second one is mega switch.
This doesn't fail.
Because we have the very high amperage impact to the switch over the 20 amp.
Unless you really have like a strong, even then you don't have enough space to make like big movement to really break this.
Very small, big.
Yeah, this is very small
it's
movement.
Spring is here, right?
Yeah, it's spring always puts
Yeah.
the whole
If the
go
spring,
back.
if the spring fails, it's cycling, right?
Yes.
If this fails,
it's
still
still
cycling.
no.
Then
Always
it's
on.
always
Exactly.
right.
Always the off, always on.
always running.
Yeah.
So pump surging is this.
Yes.
So pump surging is this failure, pump cycling is this failure. So we need to get a better spring. We need to get a higher resistant mega switch.
But this is already 15 amps, man, right?
Now,
We need the
what happens is
even,
the guys
even bigger one because
So what's the maximum we could put here?
21.
right now we have the 21 amp in
Okay.
the market, but right now we use the 15 because our working amperage is below the 15.
So also, how would you even break this? Overloading the system with
Inside of the switch we have the contactor.
okay.
The contactor is very high amperage will melt. It's it's damaged the contact. It's
Try to make this bigger. Try to get a better spring.
Yeah, we just stand a high
Yeah.
amperage impact.
Right. So I get a higher amperage for this.
Yeah.
And what else? Really, just really making a better spring here, really inside.
Yeah.
We're gonna break one unloader valve for you, so we could see what's inside here.
Yeah.
Wow. So this is the spring.
That's
So you can see this is the spring for your motor valve.
the spring is very strong. You can push the back, and at the high, very high the pressure, you can push the spring forward and backward.
Wow. You can even. Wow.
I can show you and
You have to press it, right?
try to use.
Yeah. Wow. It's such a strong.
That's the spring is critical.
I mean, you're gonna show me something?
Can send me the picture when he went to the golf club.
Oh,
so
okay.
machine, it's a commercial use.
So
That's why it's maybe 6 to 8 hours a day.
yeah.
It's very quickly over 100 hours running time.
So it's gonna
Yeah,
die.
maybe in the 1 or 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a commercial use. It's
And then they'll have to buy a new one.
say, for our machine is residential use, household use is could use around 2 years not any problem.
Yeah.
But commercial use, maybe the 2 months, the machine will die. Special design for household
Yeah.
use.
So these units are specially designed for household cleaning.
Yes,
All right.
it's
And-
around the end of the 30
Yeah.
minutes once.
So if you were to use this in a commercial use, you're probably gonna run the machine for over 8 hours in a day. So you're pretty much gonna use up the hours or the lifespan hours of this machine. So again, not for commercial use, but for household use. What happened?
Smoking eyes.
The pressure washer was overheating.
The pressure washer overheated.
Trip the switch because it tripped a 20 amp switch.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it was drawing too much current sending off the motor.
You're gonna open it up.
Yes.
Open rope.
Smell it. It's burnt.
Too rude, right? Hold on, I need to bring my meter back.
Multimeter. You smell it, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Half of the stuff that are going back are staying.
So you got your multimeter, Ming?
Yeah.
So how are you gonna test this with the multimeter?
We need
Let's see.
we need to check the resistance.
It needs to be plugged in. Okay.
See what
You want a coffee?
Okay.
Regular?
Yes, thank you very much.
Sure.
Yeah.
What are you getting?
One black ice?
Iced coffee?
I'm getting.
We found a couple of variations, right?
Yeah, there's
Which
two
would be-
major issue. There's one is water seal and the water seal bushing, also the
Yeah.
plastic
So
bushing,
the-
the bracket
Yeah.
is deformed and broken and
Yeah.
cause the big leaking.
Yeah.
That's the first time I
You've
saw
seen
that's
it?
seen that's the
Happen.
defective. Another one is smoke, the motor smoke.
It's smoking.
I heard some feedback from the customer service.
Yeah.
As the motor smoke, but the first time see in person to find that one. But overall check that one is everything looks good. There's no breakage.
Yeah.
And I need to
There's
send
no
back.
sign of burning. There's no
Yeah,
sign
check
of.
everything is looks good, but I need to send it back to the
But
model
we,
factory.
we did smell it, right? It's just it's hard to pinpoint where it's coming from.
Yeah, it's look everything is normal.
Yeah.
But we can't test because here it's a little bit of danger.
Yeah.
Need to go to the factory level to
Yeah.
dismantle
To make
check
sure.
it. Yeah, to
Make sure to
safe-
take the proper
yeah,
steps.
in
proper.
safe the environment to
Yeah.
verify the failure, since we can get the report
Mm-hmm.
for the failure.
Yeah. So Ming's gonna be sending all these evidence that we got, which includes the motor, the pump, and everything. Also,
Yeah.
those white clips, which are these ones over here. He's gonna send that all back to China, and then they're gonna check back, and then they're gonna send us back the results and tell us what.
Yeah.
What's wrong
But
with
then
it, right?
we can to put it together to have the
Yeah.
factory make the
And then the factory will make the adjustments.
corrective action, the
Yeah.
factory for next shipment.
So guys, if you haven't subscribed, you haven't commented yet, comment down below, click like and subscribe to us. So stay updated, and for sure, I'm gonna find more of these guys, and I'm gonna open more. We'll be testing more. We have a lot more here. So you guys have a great day, and see ya.